It's the dairy product, baby, I'm good for your health. Let's leave the spot and me, you can have the next to yourself. You know how that go. I know that I can rap, but I act slow. I lost a couple balls, so that's why I wear my hat low. The voice very legendary, can't keep them off me, I'm smoother than Mike Larry. I'd rather have a little whipped cream with my cherry. My dream is to bury these words in your cranium, so when you hear the next one time, get used to playing them. These other rappers be trying, but I don't know what they saying.
Father, but I even know, like, even with other fathers, a lot of fathers aren't committed. They're not gonna inconvenience themselves for their children, and even women that got their kids won't inconvenience themselves. Everything has to be convenient.
Church.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
If you find yourself miserable, man, like your child will see that, and that should affect your connection with your child. Yo, talk about inconvenience. When I found out, like, my son was, like, gonna be born, I actually tried to get back with his mother. Thank God she was not feeling it. because right now, I would be miserable right now. I would be more miserable than I am right now.
65% of all black children are raised by a single mother. A single mother. 65% of our children, right? 57% of all of black children in this country live below the poverty line, right? So all that, you know, the out to the in and all that, nobody has to be pregnant, you know. But if you bring a child into this world, right, you are responsible. And if you shake that responsibility somewhere along the line, you're not going to pay, the child is going to pay. You know? Hold on. I'm just stating facts. Do you know that society planners, urban planners, right, can determine how many children, black children, are going to finish high school and go to college, and how many children are going to jail? You know, this is a sad legacy of the black family.
Into these situations and we have these children, but when you're with a woman and you get her pregnant, you've now made a life decision. I don't need the mic. You done made a life decision to raise that kid. That has nothing to do. That doesn't mean I have to be with you forever. That means I made a life decision to raise that child. If you get on my nerve, I'm gone. If I can't deal with you no more, I'm gone. My peace of mind and my sanity will do much more for me than any argument which you ever will.
Right, but that's going to create more drama because you know women going.
You can't be. There's no way possible to be a healthy parent when you're unhappy.
Right.
It's just not happening.
Most women going to try. You use that. You know
so in order to get happy, you got to go.
Right.
You got to leave. You got to go.
The wind's explosions in my souls, the soul's window, the eyes hold, and your eyes have it. So as we stare, I am careful to tear myself away, lest my secrets be told as just another page in your book. Because you, brother, you look like a bad relationship's afterglow. Like Southern Comfort's chicken and grits, extra cheese, good going down, but never welcome to stay. Your buoying eyes seek the tops of truncated trees and dream to swing vines of a foreign garden, but these limbs are tired of supporting dead weight. And you are heavy in all the wrong ways. See, I prefer having my mind blown over my back any day.
Hold on, E, where you coming from with it?
I think you also have to look at, we talked about old school, and I was thinking about like my grandma and like my granddad. You know, women are a whole different place than they were when you're talking old school. Women are educated now, women are in the boardroom, women have a job, they have income. They don't have to deal with a man that's out there cheating on them. So at this point, Chuck.
Get my Donnie move on.
Because I know, like my granddad, he was straight cheating on my grandmother, and you know, he paid the bills. She just was the housewife. She had to deal with it. But now women don't have to deal with that. So what you're gonna have happen now is you're gonna have women say, you know what, you want to cheat? Roll out. I mean, men had they had that power stance because they had.
So when you see God, tell him we all come from animals. Tell him don't judge you too soon or blame us for our ways. We only crucify the Son and use Islam as a means of terrorism because that's what animals do when they're afraid. And if he has anything to say about your religion, tell him your life has been blasphemy based on your jurisdiction. You grew up confused from so many to choose. Christians partake in crusades while Muslims fly planes, and Jews hire rappers to kill their own people while they profit off the game. And all of them use God's name. And if he has anything to say, tell him it don't matter where or how you were raised, because after all, we all come from apes. And we've abandoned some of our ways. Where the village used to participate in the growth of their child, now we use the neighborhood projects as the community stockpile. And you got to do just about anything to get out. So whether you were from an American ghetto or Middle Eastern compound, tell them don't blame me for your decisions. There are savages out here, and some of them don't even care if your little girl's old enough to sleep without night lights. They've been known to take them in the middle of the night with the last thing their parents see is their first orgasm with blood and cum stains on the bed sheets. They're animals, wicked as can be, leaving their body in dumpsters just like American governments dispose of young men in the military, with angels hovering over their heads like vultures waiting to pick the flesh off the remains. Animals, like taking cell phone videos of Iraqi dictators being hanged, watching his neck break, like black men that chill on corners catching whiplash when someone's snatching his chain. And a president that gloats over the murder of another human being. It's in season again, and they're telling you they're doing it because they believe in the religion. They're animals, like priests that get aroused by a choir boy's scent. Animals, just like those judges that give those priests probation to slap on the wrist, and turn around and give some 17-year-old black boy 10 years in prison just for having sex with some 15-year-old white girl who they say was under the limit. So when you see God, don't be afraid to strip. Let him know who you are. Let him see your pride and your scars. And if he has anything to say about your homosexual ways, tell him it's in your nature. And if he can't learn to love you for what he made, then he should have never given you life in the first place. This is the survival of the fittest, and we all come from apes. We've all been looking for love in violent places. Some of us trying to win elections, while they got others sitting like dogs in Guantanamo Bay. So when you see him, don't be afraid. Stand strong. God can hear your thoughts through any words you may stutter or mumble. So tell him, how can you be convicted for your sins of being a human being when this is the jungle?